Oh, that's easy peasy. Done. Slaying Zergs. Yeah, that's what we like to see. That's what we like to see. Protoss beating Zerg. I like it. I like it. Oh, you know what else I like to see? I like to see PvP, and that's exactly what the next game is. It's going to be Artanis versus Werdy. I believe Werdy is the FR player. Pretty sure that's right. And Artanis will be on iwL. PvP. Good times. Good times. Oh, goddamn! I changed it in the wrong place again. All right, Artanis, Werdy. Done. All right, sweet. Let's go into game number 2. And let's get started. Alright, so at the bottom right is the yellow Protoss, we have fr.werdy. And the bottom left is the blue Protoss, we have iwL, Artanis. And it looks like the FR players just like to mix up their tags or something. I don't know. I like to type the names exactly as the players do. Oh shit, I think I changed it in the wrong place again. Every time. I'm gonna learn one of these times. Whoa, what did I just do? Not. Alright, there we go. Whew, that was crazy. So PvP on let's see, what's the map? What's the map? It's Fighting Spirit. Alright, it's Fighting Spirit. See, now I'm not sure, because Empire of the Sun, or Eye of the Storm, whichever one it is. Eye of the Storm looks the same as Fighting Spirit, sort of. It's the same tile set. God, one of these days I'm going to figure out what maps I'm casting. I swear to God, I was a better caster than this at some point. Many, many moons ago when I actually, you know, had passion. Good old days. Anyway, PvP, good times. Did just play PvP on ladder. Love my PvP. By the way, I'm not 12 nexting anymore. Ha! I'm 1 gate expanding. Lol. Is that better? I think it's better. I'm 1 gate expanding now, so people don't just keep mocking me for my 12 nex. Hey, it looks like mirror build so far. They're even scouting at the same time. Are they both going to the middle as well? Oh, they are. Are they going to see each other? Oh, alright. Now both of you go in the correct direction. Excellent, good. You're paying attention. Nice. It's just like that moment in class where, you know, the teacher asks you a question to see if you're awake. And then the awkward moment where you're like, oh shit, I was actually not paying attention at all and I had no idea what the question was. Oh man. It sucks to get called out. Anyway. So we got some Zealot first action. Got some Progress in action. Nothing too fancy so far. We're basically just gonna have to wait for the core to go down and then finish to see any kind of interesting deviation here. There was 2 on gas here for just a second there. You can see he pulled one, put an extra one on there. So a quick gander at the gas value. Yeah, it looks like about an extra 80 gas or so mine. Well, actually not 80. It's more like 60 gas or something like that. But bit of a gas advantage here for Artanis just because he had 3 guys from the beginning. That can make a difference depending on what you're going for. Like obviously if you're going for some super fast DT or some ultra fast Reaver, you want that, or you need that extra gas. But if you just add a couple more gateways, then it's not really a big deal. But of course, neither player is going to reveal it until the scanning probes chase away. And looks like second Zealot for both these dudes. So this Dragoon's going to take a wall to come out. Of course, both these guys pretty good on top of the probe micro, making sure they're not just gonna lose this in a silly fashion to the Zealot. You really shouldn't lose the probe to the Zealot ever. If you do that, it means you're bad, or you know, just weren't paying attention. All right, so I guess since nothing interesting is nothing interesting is going on right now. I'll talk a little bit about the teams and their standings in Gamut's Cup. iwL, I believe, is 1 and 2 right now, with their victory coming from Team Fox. Oh, almost got away. And FR unfortunately is 0-3. They had a very close match against iwL last week where they took it to an ace match and unfortunately sent out a Zerg against iwL and got a build order loss. Bandy went 12 hatch against iwL's 9 pool, so that ended very badly. But yeah, I mean, this match was very hard for me to predict actually. Both teams pretty good, and I believe pretty close in skill, so hopefully this goes to an ace match as well. Yeah, we got some 2-gate robo going on from both players. Alright, fantastic. I might have a little probe interception here. Oh. Now this guy was sent back, and he's going all the way back. Now, I wonder if that was a fake. So I wonder if he went out and he was like, hey, look at me, I sent a probe here to expand, but actually he's going 3-gate robo behind. So he might be kind of trying to induce Artanis into some kind of attack here, which would be bad, of course, because he only got 2-gate waves in robo. But, I mean, when you go 2-gate robo, you're generally not in an aggressive posture. Unless, you see your opponent do some kind of super fast expand build. So I don't think Artanis is going to go too crazy with this. Pretty sure both players will actually just kind of... Well, Artanis is almost certainly going to expand behind this, get some slow reavers. Would make the most sense to me. After his observers. But when you have 3-gate obs, you can be a little bit aggressive. You can put on some goon pressure with your initial dudes. But I expect we'll see some expansions from both these guys anyway. You can't really break them with 3-gate goon obs. Unless he has like a polling micro. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 2 zealots. So we got 1 goon advantage for Werdy at the moment, but there's this little AI pylon thingamajig. And of course it is defender's advantage with that shorter reinforcement route. Also comes to lock down some micro here. So it looks like 1 goon picked off for the 1 zealot. So that's a good exchange for Artanis. And is he going to back all the way up the ramp? No, he's not going to go all the way up the ramp, but he's got an extra goon coming down here. So extra 2 goons, excuse me. So he should be fine. Getting a little bit blocked off by his probe. Good focus firing there by Werdy, but we'll have to pull back here. I think that was more or less of an even exchange. Oh, but it looks like a couple more goons coming in. Actually, Artanis might be in a bit of trouble here. The 3-gate goon is breaking through. I'm a little bit surprised he built this Nexus without any reavers. That's actually very, very weird. I mean, he's taking a lot of pressure. I guess he thought that after that first wave, Werdy wouldn't attack anymore, but how wrong he was. So he's now going to get that support base, but for the time being, he's kind of stuck at the top of his base. So, yeah, went for that expansion pretty quickly there, and not the greatest idea. Werdy, meanwhile, continuing to pour on the pressure here with the 3-gate goon, because he knows now that he has the advantage. He should be able to sense that this is a 2-gate from Artanis, even though he didn't actually scout it. I mean, seeing the 2 goons come out as reinforcements in that attack, and having this this goon count advantage, you should know exactly what's going on here. So definitely just going to keep on the pressure and expand behind. Of course, always a good idea. So this observer of Artanis is going to poke over here and be like, 3-gate obs, Imba build. Not really. But he's actually getting his Reaver now. He's actually gotten 2 Zealots here, which is quite peculiar. Is he actually going to load those up with the Reaver and the shuttle? They are quite nice to tank damage, of course. You can't just do it with the Dragoon. You don't need the 2 Zealots, unlike in PvT, where the 2 Zealots are actually much more useful than having a Dragoon in the shuttle. In PvP, it makes less of a difference. You just need something to kind of draw your opponent's fire when he runs back with his Dragoons. Yeah, this observer looks like he's gonna die. Yep. It's been a mistake, really, because he saw Werdy's observer here and then he moved back. He should have actually just moved out or something. Because unless he was just like hoping that Werdy wasn't paying attention, it's not a really good thing. You shouldn't hope for your opponent to make mistakes. It looks like he might just kind of poke out here. Drop the Reaver on the edge. Oh my god! Oh my god! There's an observer there. He's gotta be so careful. There will be vision over the high ground. I thought he was just gonna go harass, but he's actually just gonna try and bust out here with the Reaver for support. It's very difficult. He might want to try an elevator, like half his Dragoons out here, and then kind of push through the side, and then come down the front as well. And it looks like Werdy is actually anticipating that. He's moving up to intercept it, but actually the shuttle's just chilling here. Oh my god, it's gonna die. Oh man, that had 2 Zealots in it too. The Reaver's gonna go down instantly. Wow, horrible move there for Artanis. And looks like he might have enough goons to break out anyway. He's going to take some casualties here, not getting the best position, but he does have enough to actually break through despite losing that Reaver easily. The problem is, he doesn't actually have enough momentum now to keep attacking. And Werdy, as we can see, has a lot of Dragoons coming in to reinforce, so I don't think this is going to end well for Artanis anyway, because he lost that Reaver. Ugh, really, really messy there. And of course, the expansion is already mining away happily for Werdy. Werdy pretty sure has a lock on this game. So Artanis is pushed now. Does have a slight goon advantage for now. But it looks like a defensive Reaver, a couple of defensive Reavers coming out for Werdy. We'll have the defender's advantage, and it looks like Artanis, yeah, is smartly going to pull back. He knows he can't actually do anything. Is he going to expand behind this, or is he just going to go all in with 4-gate goon and a Reaver? Because it's going to take a really long time for that Reaver to come out, so if he does try to go all in, waiting on the Reaver, I think it'll be too late. I think by that time, the infrastructure of Werdy will already have kicked in, and he'll have too much stuff. So, I'm not sure, but then again, like, expanding from this far behind also seems really, really difficult. Either whatever Artanis decides to do is kind of boned either way. Anyway, like shuttle out. Man, Artanis does actually have a lot of bank here. I guess one production round is finished. If he makes a goon from all these gateways, he can actually do something. No, he is actually going to expand from behind, but look at this. His Nexus is just starting. We already have, you know, like 150 to 200 minerals mined from all of these patches, so far behind there. He's going to have to do some miraculous, you know, Reaver harass if he wants to come back in this game. He's going to have to kill, like, every single probe in the main or something like that. But who knows? It might be possible. By the way, notice that Werdy being very careful, being very good, scouting for hidden expos. I like it. Meanwhile, we've got the Citadel from Artanis. No Citadel just yet from Werdy. Werdy actually sneaking a bunch of goons around the side here. There was a few intercepting goons, but let's say they're just gonna run away here. I don't actually know how Artanis knew that was coming, but anyway, oh, looks like we might have a breakout. Oh man, he missed a chance to actually snipe that shuttle. He might get the two Reavers though. They were dropped in the front, but it looks like he's not focusing them down. Looks like some more goon reinforcements coming in though, and Werdy not really paying attention to his Reavers. He might lose the second one. No, he does keep the second Reaver alive, but well, this is going to be a pretty close exchange here, even though, you know, Werdy should have had that easily with two Reavers against none. Ending up not really controlling that properly, and even though he is able to break out, he doesn't have a huge number of Dragoons backing this attack. So once again, these reinforcement Dragoons should be able to hold for Artanis. It looks like Reaver on Reaver action here. How's the micro? Come on, Reaver micro! Oh, Werdy losing the Reaver again. So Werdy on the retreat might even lose the shuttle, actually. Really would be nice to snipe this. Possibly even more important than getting the goons, although no, looks like he's going to have to engage the goons. They do realize, Werdy does realize the importance of the shuttle. Looks like that goon actually bugged out there and stopped running away. Of course, the reason the shuttle is more important is, you know, it takes up your Robo's build time. So instead of making Reavers, you have to like spend the build time to make another shuttle, which is a real pain in the butt. Anyway, looks like another Reaver coming out now, and I don't think this attack is going to work for Artanis unless he has a really good Reaver control, which he does so far. He might lose the shuttle. No, the shuttle barely stays alive. His Reaver's alive as well. Looks like he might not have Scarabs, though. He does have Scarabs. Both Reavers getting shots off on each other, but it looks like Artanis' Reaver is going to die. Werdy's Reaver is still alive, and it looks like all of the goons have died. Is he going to be able to snipe this shuttle? No, it looks like the shuttle is going to drop on the ramp here. Werdy, good control, although he is kind of blocking his reinforcement goons, but Artanis is forced to pull back. His own Nexus is done. He hasn't transferred workers here yet. What is that? It looks like a random spawning pylon. More goons pouring in here, and Artanis is doing a surprisingly good job. He might snipe off this Reaver. The Reaver goes down. Artanis somehow, I don't understand how he's able to put on such crazy pressure here. I mean, Werdy's expansion was up so much faster. He should have had such a good macro advantage. So how is this happening? This is kind of ridiculous right now that Artanis is able to do this, and yet he is. Werdy is looking in a lot of trouble. The probes are all scattered. They're not mining anymore. They're coming off to help defend. They can't figure out what they want to do. It looks like Werdy will barely survive here, but that should not be the case. He should be in a dominant position. Oh man, this is really crazy. Looks like Artanis coming in with more Dragoons, keeping the pressure on. That cannon is not going to be allowed to finish here. Artanis is mining away happily in his main base. He's got his Citadel up. I haven't seen any sign of Zealots or Zealot speed either. If he gets speed now and just reinforces with only speed loss, I think he just instantly win the game. Although he probably can win with just the Dragoons anyway. Any more Reavers? One more Reaver coming out here, but a lot of probes going down. Werdy down to 67 supply against 77. Artanis with the supply lead. Looks like Werdy's coming down the ramp to try and defend this. It looks like Artanis, though, getting a much better arc with his Dragoons and has the superior goon count. Werdy with the Reaver. This Reaver is everything now. Can the Reaver keep him alive? Yes! Will barely. Oh no, don't run out. Where are you going? Where are you going? Go back, Reaver. Oh my god, you are the key to Werdy's survival. You must not die. You must just chill. Just hang out here under the odds. It's fine. You know, Artanis can see you, but that's alright. You're protected. Dang. So now suddenly the tables have turned here. I think Artanis is in a pretty good position. He's mannered his own gas a little bit, which is not ideal. Although, you know, to be fair, it is kind of... Sometimes it's easy to forget which side of the probe comes out on the vertical thing. It's like, yeah. Oh, sorry, when the gas is on the bottom in particular. But it looks like the main is basically mined out here, whereas Werdy's got a few more minerals, but also essentially mined out. So both players are going to go back down to one base pretty quickly here. Looks like Artanis wanted to expand. Werdy going to do a good old manner pylon to block that. This ops, by the way, is absolutely crucial in spotting everything. Looks like that's finally going to get taken care of by this photon cannon, actually. But yeah, I was giving Artanis some nice vision. Looks like he's going to pull his units back. He does have some Zealots out now. Hopefully he's getting speed. Not actually getting speed. He's getting archives. I'm quite surprised by this. Slow Zealots are not very good at all in PvP. You really, really need the speed for them, where they just get caught up behind the goons and they can't do anything. But they will at least tank a lot of damage from these goons of Werdy. And here we go, 2 Reavers coming out. Artanis has 1 more Reaver, but no shuttle, it looks like. Where's the main army? The main army's all the way at the north here. He might come in for a good flank attack. Werdy's moving in. He's going to get completely flanked here. And oh my god, the first Reaver goes down with barely doing anything. The second Reaver's under attack. Werdy's not paying attention. The Zealots coming in from the back. It looks like both of the Reavers of Werdy have gone down. He's only got Dragoons left. He's trying to micro. These are only slow Zealots, though, so he will be able to micro against them. The Dragoons of Artanis are trailing, trying to get some shots off. It looks like Werdy is going to be forced to pull back, though. Man, Werdy's gotta work on that goon the Reaver micro here. Just losing those Reavers so easily. I mean, it doesn't even look like he's trying to micro them. Like, the shuttle doesn't even move or anything. Just kind of drops them there and hopes for the best. Meanwhile, Artanis getting ready to throw down a third here. He's got a mana pylon blocking that 3 o'clock. Doesn't have anything checking the 6 o'clock, but that's a slightly riskier base to take, I think, for Werdy. Although it looks like he is sending the probe down there. And looks like Ops is going to see this third base of Artanis. And is Werdy going to throw it down? No, looks like not quite 400 minerals. So like Artanis probe also checking up here, making sure there's no hidden expo, so that's all good. Is there any sign of a citadel here? Oh man. Oh man, Werdy's getting Zealots but doesn't even have a citadel? Ugh. Wait, armor? Oh, he's got weapons already. Okay, but man, he's facing an archives here. Hopefully, is speed on the way? Okay, speed is finally on the way. So, man, Artanis is actually having a really nice tech advantage right now. His third base is faster. He's looking in a really good spot. Also, building pylons everywhere just to make sure there's no random bases going down. Although it looks like this one is going down. He's gonna scout that with a random slow Zealot. That'd be funny if that probe actually killed that just because it was bugging out. Anyway, we got a big army moving out once again here. It looks like these Dragoons are not quite in position. Can they snipe the shuttle? No, they're not going to go after the shuttle. Looks like it's going to be 1 Reaver against 1 again. But man, where are all the Zealots? Where are Artanis' Zealots? Oh my god, where's the rest of his army? What? I thought he had like a bunch of Zealots. Where'd they all go? Oh yeah, what's going on right now? Why is Artanis about to die? Where's his stuff? Dude, where's all your shit? Wait, what just happened? Wait, what? What's happening? What? I don't understand what just happened, but, something. Oh well, PvP. Alright, what's the next match? Shinrei, they both made expansions though. I don't understand.